Two things. Firstly, if there's one thing that the SAGE report, the minutes published yesterday, tells us, if there's one thing that our experience in the pandemic tells us, is that action sooner rather than later means that the strength of the restrictions and the impact on people's lives, livelihoods and liberties is lowered. So action sooner rather than later would be better rather than worse. The second thing to say is, listening to Sajid Javid this morning in that interview, he looked like a hostage to his own party, and that's because he is. What we saw this week in Parliament with the huge rebellion over 100 Conservative MPs on what were actually quite modest measures tells us that the Prime Minister has a big problem when it comes to the crisis of confidence in his leadership within his own ranks. And crucially, that is impacting on the government's public health response. So Sajid Javid looks like a hostage. The good news here is that the Labour Party is here to rescue him from that situation. He doesn't have to negotiate with the people holding him to ransom on his backbenches, because we will act in the public interest. We will put public health before party politics, and we will work with government scientists, medical advisors, as we have done throughout the pandemic, to put public health first, and that should be the only focus of the government.
Well,